council estate. Getting the best dressed people in women shorn in the kings of the council. Aye, yippee, me mum's gone to chippy to buy me a steak and kidney pie.
Right, start PlanetMosh here with Mike and Andy, also known as Crapsons.
Hello. You alright?
Yes, I'm alright, yeah.
Sorry, we've interrupted them as well.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They're having a fag in a conversation.
No, this is your last gig of the year tonight here at the Skerries.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, obviously looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people say, you're looking forward to it. Well, why wouldn't you be looking forward to it? You're not going to say, oh no, shit. Of course you're looking forward to it, yeah? So tonight brings a close of your first year as a band.
Yeah.
So, looking back now on that first year, how does the year compare to the aspirations you had 12 months ago?
Mental.
Yeah, it's gone well, exceeded well past our expectations, hasn't it? It's just been crazy. We started it as a laugh, pretty much, and it still is a laugh, don't get me wrong, but very much a laugh. But the fact that we've gone over to Ireland and we've played gigs outside of Liverpool as well, it's just been phenomenal, hasn't it?
Like, it peaked at the end of the year as well, like sort of getting played on the radio, like especially on BBC Wales as well. It was just a bit surreal. Like, I think when our video came out and that got released on Punktastic as well. Like that was a big one for me because that was a website that I used to go on as a kid, and I had to see my own music on there. It was really good. But now it's been phenomenal. We've played some hell of a gigs. We've met loads of good people away on the way as well. Like, it's just been
excellent, yeah.
Incredible.
So how did you get together? Because you were you big mates before.
Yeah.
Is that right? Am I got that a bit wrong?
No. Yeah. We've been mates in school. We've known each other since we were 13, 14 maybe?
Yeah, and it was college really, wasn't it? We realised like we were into a lot of the same music and stuff like that really, wasn't it? And we've been in bands in the past that have done alright, and then but they've been quite serious, haven't we? Which is kind of like one of the main reasons for this band. We've been in bands that have been quite serious, and we just thought we just want to have a laugh with it now. That's just what we've got to prove. We just get together, have a laugh, and so we just sort of decided one day to have a bit of a jam and see where it takes us, and it's like going back to the first question really, it's just gone way more than what we thought it would, but we're just going on with it, enjoying the ride and just seeing what happens.
Yeah, we took a bit of time off from sort of like playing music. I got married, he got married. Not together though. But,
contrary to popular belief.
I had a child as well, and like we just took a lot of time off and just like decided, right, let's stop being adults for a bit and let's be silly again. But it's been amazing. Like what started out as the two idiots playing in a practice room has turned into two idiots playing in front of loads and loads more people that we didn't think we'd ever do. So yeah, it's been class.
So you're from Whittle, aren't you?
Yeah.
From Whittle, yeah. So Crapsons, the name. There's a story about that. Anyway, didn't you ask somebody about you could use the name or something?
Pulled apart by horses. Yeah. So the second song off their debut album is called The Crapsons. We were drunk one night and we said. We got on Twitter and we just said to them, do you mind if we start a band called The Crapsons? Like they messaged back straight away. I said, yeah, do it. Make sure you keep in touch. That was about 4 years before we even decided to start the band properly. But the best part of this year was we played Liverpool Calling Festival. They were the headliners on the Saturday night, and we went the next day and we were backstage with them. We got to meet them, and it was kind of the full circle. They knew who we were when we turned up, like, so.
Really?
It was a bit weird.
That was a pretty cool.
It was a great little moment because I said because I put on the festival as well, and backstage when the band arrived and we were having a chat, I introduced myself. I said, I'm Andy, organiser. You also know me as one half of Crapsons, and straight away they're like, that's you! And then come on in, and then I got you back and said,
it was a fanboy moment. I'm not gonna lie.
We got a photo with them and everything. So yeah, it was like a proper fanboy moment. But it's a great laugh, and try and keep in touch with them anyway, and hopefully we'll have something for us if you watch them pulled apart by horses.
So for people who are watching this, who would you say you sound like?
There's always going to be the slaves thing, obviously, because slaves are sort of massive at the moment. We've got like the same style of setup. It's not exactly the same, but we do get compared to slaves a lot. A lot of sort of like the comical aspects to the songs as well. There's a lot of Half Man Half Biscuit. Sort of like your old school punk as well. Like there's lots of bands that I've never even heard of that people attend and say, oh, you sound like this, you sound like that. Crass is another one as well. We've been compared to Crass quite a few times, just because of like the sort of energy as well and the in your face. Like.
There's a lot there from like the late '80s for me as well.
Yeah.
When I was in
although it wasn't technically. That wasn't the aim. It just sort of came across like that was the start that we sort of like started playing. Like we weren't influenced by some of it from the '80s. It was just like the way that it happened. But I'll happily take that.
I think that's been the best thing about the band as well. We haven't gone like we haven't really based ourselves on anyone, haven't we? We just sort of just play music and it's just come together. And as the ideas start flowing and things progress and we expand on ideas and. I don't know. It's kind of come together to our own little sound, and then we hear like so many different people come to us and say like you sound like these, and it's and like we said we're like, oh, do we really? Great, but we don't really know apart from like Slaves, like we said, because we can't understand that bit, but we get compared to like quite a lot really, without really.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's a really good thing. Really good thing. So you released You Don't Know When You're Gonna Die. It's your first single.
Yeah.
You got some good feedback on that, some good airplay.
Yeah.
And it was also nominated for Best Song in the Radio Big Band Awards 2018.
Strange, yeah, it was dead weird. I remember getting an email through saying like, congratulations, you've been nominated for an award. And I was just like what? Like, really? Yeah. I mean, obviously we didn't win, but like, just to be nominated.
It's getting recognised, and the little things it goes a long way.
Of course it does, yeah.
We did a gig as well, didn't we? And we proper milked it. We did a gig and sound food and drink for Pete Bentham.
We took our certificates, put them in frames, and we
held them up on stage. And kept saying,
but no, the guys in Radio Wigwam have done really well. I definitely recommend going. You can just listen to anything on there. Like it's just such a wide variety of music as well. It's not just your punk. It's like electro, R&B. Like it's all there. Like we were in the nomination of Best Song. So when I was listening back to because they did a nomination show, like why we were pieced in between these bands was beyond me, but still it's a hell of a thing to say.
Of course, yeah, brilliant.
It's framed up on my wall.
Brilliant. And the EP, Deaths and Spelling Mistakes. You've released that through Link to Wales label, haven't you?
That's right. Yeah.
Is that Neil Crudd's label?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Because he's been.
Don't tell him you said that.
He's been really supportive to you, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Really supportive, with his radio station and etc.
So we met Neil back in April. A week after your old band played because I think I found the plectrum on the floor and I messaged you saying it's probably one of yours, mate.
The following week, wasn't it?
Yeah. But no, we met him then, and like it's kind of just gone from strength to strength with that as well. Like he's come to see us a couple of times, and we got chatting to him one night. It was in Carnarvon, wasn't it? When we that was our first Wales gig when we played there back in August.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Like we just got chatting to him, and I said, "Do you know of any record labels that would sort of be able to help us out? Because we want to release this EP in November." And he just said, "Are you taking the piss?" I was like, "Why? What?" And he went, "Like, yeah, it's my record label." I was like, "I generally didn't know that you had a record label."
No, I never.
But lo and behold, he's had you with us, and
it's been brilliant, hasn't he?
I've got one gripe with this new EP.
Go on.
There's no checking into A&E on it.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to play it tonight.
What's going on?
We'll play it tonight. Yeah. The thing is, we only wanted to release like a 5-track EP, and there was loads of songs that we could have put on it, but I think at the time, like, we were originally going to put it on, but it just didn't happen. I don't know, we wrote Gee Whiz, and I think we liked that even more, because we were going to go in and record Checking Into A&E, but then...
I think we hadn't, by that time we hadn't really played Gee Whiz live much, so it felt like it was a brand new song in a way.
We didn't want to release like the whole session tracks that we did for Neil as well. We wanted to do a couple of new ones that other people hadn't heard, so I think that was the only reason we left it out. It's not that we've stopped playing it or anything, but no.
So when it comes to writing, what goes through your mind? What?
Basically, it's anything that annoys us, really. Anything that pisses us off, or anything that makes us laugh, or sometimes it's daft little comments that come into it, because we've got a very daft sense of humour. I think that's why we've been good mates for so long. Is that like a lot of our humour is just us just talking utter bollocks, really, isn't it?
We actually write songs via email as well. We both work. I'm not going to say where we work just in case they won't be watching it. All right. So we both have office jobs, and we email each other just during the day, just random bollocks anyway. But normally, if we've got something in our mind, we send an email through to each other, so it's always there. And sort of like the amount of songs that we've written without even picking up an instrument, like weird.
Because we just have these ideas, and then we sort of just say them to each other, and then we'll laugh about them, and then all of a sudden it's like we'll just start expanding on it, and sometimes I might have the basis of something, then you might take it over, or vice versa, and we just it can be anything, but it can be little things we see as we're walking down the street, and be like, oh, we'll write a song about that.
I was going to say, it's all sort of like day-to-day subjects in music.
My notes section on my phone is full of just random bollocks that I hear on a night out, or if I see during the day when I'm driving or something, I'll quickly put it in. I'll forget about a lot of it, but come back to it, and it's just like, oh yeah, just random gripes. Yeah.
So do you think that, you know, what you write about sort of, to me, I think it helps people relate to you as a band and as individuals even more, because of the day-to-day issues that you write about?
I think as well, if you keep it current as well.
So your energy on stage as well is another big factor. And to me, I think you put on, well, I'm not seeing you, but from what I've heard, you put on more of a show than a gig.
Yeah, I think we take that.
Is that a fair comment?
I'll take that.
Yeah, we do it to pretty much just. I think it's the best way to get remembered. I think we want people to. I think that's through experience of being through bands as well. We don't want to get up stage, play and walk off, and then people go home and not really remember it. We want people to be entertained and have a great laugh, and then
we played a show in the summer in a burrito bar, and we blew up balloons beforehand and we sent them out to the crowd, and I found out like a couple of weeks later that the woman behind the bar had a phobia of balloons, and I generally just didn't know, and like she was petrified throughout the whole set. All these balloons are flying everywhere. And she's I'd love to play that again. It was great. It was great.
We always try and just
she's not working.
We always try and just think of new ideas to keep the set fresh as well, and just funny little things we think we can do that can just add to it. And like we set confetti cannons off, didn't we, at our last gig, at our EP launch?
We did ask for permission as well. We did ask for permission.
But yeah, we always just try and do something daft. And I think it is just down to the fact we want people to remember us.
Yeah.
I think what a great performance
you're right,
that was.
You're definitely right. So Ireland, you 2 or 3 gigs over there, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it was meant to be 3. One got cancelled while we were there, but the 2 that we were there were just brilliant. We didn't know what to expect from it really, but everyone there was lovely.
That came about as well. So we played a gig before we even launched ourselves. We played in Maguire's Pizza Bar in Liverpool, which is closed down now. But when we played there, we kind of did the gig to kind of see whether or not we wanted to be a band. So we turned up. The gig went really well. And as we came off, we went into the bar, and this Irish fella came up to us and he said, I'm in a band over in Northern Ireland. I'm here on holiday at the moment. Do you want to come over and do a few gigs? We were like, what really? Like we haven't even launched ourselves yet. So we said, obviously, once you've managed to launch, just get back in touch. We did. Job done.
Away you went,
and he was so cool as well. His name's Owen. He's in a band called Far and Out. Hi Owen.
We thought it was a bit too good to be true. We didn't know if there was actually.
We thought we said the piss at first.
So we thought what should we do about it? Let's keep in touch with them, keep them sweet, see what, and then all of a sudden it was like, lads. We're like, oh, we're going to Ireland.
They put us up as well. They let us stay in their house for free. Like we went over there. We hardly spent any money. We got paid for the gigs as well, which is something rare in Liverpool as well. You hardly get paid for gigs unless you put the work in yourselves. But we got door money and like met some amazing friends who I'm hoping to go back this year as well.
So well, maybe return a favour for them, get them over to Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean we tried, but it was busy when I got it. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, the bands that we played over there.
Next gig, 9th of Feb.
No, not anymore.
No.
We're now playing the 8th of Feb in Whitchurch.
Oh yeah.
So we're playing there. It's the 10th of Feb. We're playing
10th of Feb
in Manchester. We're playing in the Eagle Inn. It's all changed since yesterday, so maybe cut that in, hasn't he?
So to me, you pretty much conquered North Wales, I think, haven't you? Really, this side anyway, this sort of bubble, if you like.
It's nice. This is the 3rd time we've been. the fourth if you'd include the Tidno FM.
So where's what sort of area are you going to concentrate on next?
London. I'm only in London.
Sort of like
Yeah.
the south of England if we can.
The hard smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big smoke, yeah.
The big smoke.
The big smoke.
The hard smoke.
Highlight of the year.
I'd say Ireland, but more in particular the Strabane gig we did. Because we were on quite late, weren't we? Must have been about 1 in the morning.
Yeah, it was the night of the Champions League final, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, so we were a bit like, we didn't know if we were going to be on while the final was on. Not because we were too bothered about the final, but would that distract the crowd? But he said, no, it's going to be on. Going to be on late. Don't worry. He's like, yeah, no worries. So we were on late. Everyone was all pissed off. They'd been watching the match. They didn't come to see us, and hell broke loose pretty much in a good way. But yeah, it was just a
during Skerries, the crowd ended up on the stage.
Yeah.
Like the drums fell over.
Yeah, I just had hold of my snare, just banging the snare.
But you know, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It was such a good feeling.
Yeah.
My highlight though, apart from that, I mean, if I'm gonna say, probably getting played on the radio. Actually, BBC Wales was a good moment. Just to sit back. I was at home with me and my wife, and I just cracked open a beer, and I was like, yeah, bloody hell, there you go.
Beer, cigar.
Yeah.
You know, done.
When we first get played on the radio, it's always like we're excited, and even when like Neil first played us, we were absolutely buzzing, and then that Radio Wigwam plays and we were buzzing. Then all of a sudden it was like Radio Wales, and it was just surreal, wasn't it?
Don't you think you sound different on the radio though?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
different sounds, isn't it?
Yeah.
You sound different when you're doing interviews. Like when I watch this back, like this is like, oh, that's not my voice. It's not my voice.
Yeah, dubbed over.
Yeah.
So, 2 more questions. What's next?
What do you want next?
Well,
We
I don't know.
we just want to.
It's getting our name out there as well.
Yeah.
We want to play bigger and better things.
Pick up where we left off, but just keep on progressing.
Just keep
with
on
it, really,
going, yeah. I
Nothing,
think
that curve.
different cities,
Yeah.
different venues, different promoters. Just keep meeting people along the way and just keep getting bigger. Hopefully.
That's good. We're constantly in the studio as well. We've got things recorded.
Yeah.
Um,
Some more videos I like.
Probably,
Yeah,
it was good fun doing the
yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great fun doing
Yeah.
that. We did that with a guy called Josh who lives in a student house as well. So when we had the idea of doing it on like a council estate house, he went, "You can do it in my house." Shit hole. Sorry, Josh.
We walked in, we were just like straight away, like perfect. It was just
Yeah, there
Such
were
a wall
old
through
curtains on the wall. There wasn't much. There was no pictures. There was no ornaments. It was like, yeah, perfect. That'll do.
Yeah.
It had an expensive telly on the wall as well, which I thought was like quite
Yeah.
tongue in cheek really. But it was cool.
And one last question from me. Most importantly, what can we expect tonight?
just
Carnage.
carnage. Yeah, bit of
Well, no,
A good party.
we spent about 30 years ago.
just a good party atmosphere, good laugh. Just let's just go for it, go mad.
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
we'll give it our all on stage.
We hope you enjoy
And
it.
one little present for you.
Oh. Oh yeah. It's not your camera, is it?
No, no,
I know we're from the Planet Liverpool. Oh,
no, these are in Tesco Basic. These are Fox's Double Choc Crunch Creams.
beautiful.
Take them without compliments.
Well, thank you very
Stuff.
much. We love a biscuit.
I know you love your
What a man.
Thanks very
What a
much
man.
indeed.
Cheers,
That's another
guys.
day,
Cheers, no worries.
Cheers.
Cheers.